decent show.
Indeed, now a girl group and a male singer will battle it out for the X Factor crown tonight after Kelly Rowland's remaining act, Amelia Lilly, was voted off.
Little Mix and Marcus Collins will go head-to-head in the final, but who will take the top spot and will the win guarantee them long-term success?
We'll hear from former contestants' brother and sister duo, Same Difference, in a moment. Morning to you both.
Good morning.
First, let's take a look as the final acts performed with their mentors last night.
She takes care of herself. She can wait if she wants. She's ahead of her time. No place in the world that they come here. Put your lighters in the air. Everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. And I love you, baby, river deep, mountain high. Do I love you now, my river deep, mountain high.
The second act still in the final of the X Factor. Marcus.
Well, there you go. Sean and Sarah Smith, otherwise known as Same Difference, are here. First of all, should we go back to the beginning? Have you been watching this series and what have you thought of it?
I've been watching bits of it. I mean, we've been very busy, but I think it's been really quite good. I mean, not quite as good as previous years. I'm not just saying that because we were on one of them, but I think it's certainly missing Simon Cowell.
Do you? Is
Definitely.
that the X Factor that's been missing?
I think that's what it is. I think because he kind of adds that pantomime edge where he's the baddie, and I think this year there hasn't been like, even though Gary is kind of that voice of reason as such, I think he's not been as kind of mean as what Simon is. I think that's what it's missing. It's kind of losing that kind of gritty side of
I think
it.
it's been good though.
Yeah.
And Marcus and Gary, that by the reaction people already had, a bit of a special moment, that one, you know, and the opportunity to sing, you know, a duet with Gary Barlow.
I mean, he always delivers, Gary, and you know you're going to get a great performance. And I think by performing with him has made a massive difference to Marcus. I mean, and he's given him so much wise words to sort of take forward into his career.
I think Gary's somebody actually that really cares about his contestants as well. I think he's been someone, if you've seen him all the way through, he's been there kind of really fighting for their songs and making sure that they're perfect, whereas I think that's something that Simon doesn't necessarily always do, so I think that's what's made him kind of a really great mentor this year.
That's interesting, isn't it? And tell us about the sort of whole process afterwards as well, because, you know, you two didn't do badly out of it at all, did you?
No.
And how much help did they give you? What happened?
I mean, Simon was our mentor, and we still had to sing for our supper after we came out of the X Factor.
Did you?
Absolutely, we had to go on tour and really prove ourselves that, you know, we were worthy of a record deal. And it took a long while for us to actually get the record deal after we came off the show. But I mean, the process is you just got to keep going.
You get given a manager as soon as you come off the show.
Right.
So literally you step off.
How many people get the manager?
Everyone gets them until the tour's over.
Right.
And then once the tour's over, the management decides who they think they'd be able to take forward and who they feel that wouldn't be suitable for them. But I think they generally keep kind of the top 5 for the first year, and then after that you kind of have your own choice as to whether you want to stay.
Money.
The top of business.
Just back to the show now, Little Mix. People, I think, originally were saying that they weren't going to do that well. They weren't sure whether they really had an act that people would like, and now, you know, anything could happen.
I think they're really lovable girls, and that's what's making them so great. I mean, they've all got great voices, but they're a band that girls will love.
Yeah, they're not threatening at all to females, and I think the thing with girl bands on the X Factor normally is the way that they dress them. They've got these tiny little outfits on, and you kind of watch it as a female going, oh gosh, that's the sort of girl that would take my boyfriend away. Whereas these are the sort of girls that you go, actually, they're girls that would be my best friend, rather than someone that I think would be a mean girl.
It was great.
An insight, Charlie.
Yeah,
It's interesting, isn't it?
it is. I think the styling is a massive thing for Little Mix. And the way that, because they've really interacted with Talisa, it makes you feel like, oh, okay, maybe they're just really nice girls that you'd be friends with, rather than you'd feel competition with. And it is the females that vote at the end of the day.
And sometimes in the long term, it's not necessarily the winners who do best. That's true, isn't it?
Not always. I mean, JLS didn't win, for example, absolutely huge. Ollie Murs didn't win, doing a fantastic career. So I think that all of the contestants are going, it doesn't necessarily matter if I win or not. And that's what's kind of almost taken away from it a little bit, because there's not that fight to win so much anymore.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it, as well? Okay, thank you very much. And you're both in Panto, and I know you had to stay up late last night to watch for us.
Yes, it's very, very exciting at the minute in box spawn, so
Thank you
it's
very
very
much.
magical.
We'll see you again in
Thank
about
you.
now. So thank you.
Now, a giant marshmallow fight, the world's most expensive.